what are you doing in terms of the hybrid sort of XR and 2D world? Is that more of a demand for you now?
There are many clients that are asking for the AR, and there are some specific platforms that are particularly well suited for this. Some of them that we see, sometimes we're layering in some elements of VR. Those are largely obviously for some of the in-person events. On the AR side, using platforms, Spatial.io, Gather.town. These, don't really scale very well, but with portals and other things. So we've been using some of those. It really is dependent upon the size of the client, size of that, that budget, how much they want to put into that. I think that it really is the gaming companies, the Amazons, the tech companies, the media companies that are on the leading edge of that for their events. As Erdal said, right, the line has been blurred between product launches and media events and whatnot, which is cool to see. But I go back to, the business meeting, the fundraising event, the sort of bread and butter, most of what we're seeing on a daily basis. And I don't know that their audiences are totally open to some of that yet. They see it, they know it's out there. Are they ready for it themselves? Is the client ready for that? To think about such an immersive, integrated experience, we're trying to lead them there, baby steps of the way. And accessibility is always at the forefront of our mind and our clients' minds in terms of how accessible these types of experiences are, in terms of really literally just internet speeds and some of the basics, right? Like if you're a busy executive and you're calling in on your phone to have an experience, right? How is that content being delivered? That's so super important. But for big brands, we're seeing the big brands absolutely lead the way there.
And is that an in-house agency? Are you working with in-house agencies or are we talking more Fortune 1000 companies? Because, of course, from an event standpoint, historically, you've got, some of the biggest, certainly in North America, event producers have been companies like SAP and Salesforce and Oracle and Microsoft, a lot on the, classic enterprise software sales. Is that still the issue, or have we seen more of a take up from, let's say, CPG companies?
I think it's still that highest tier of companies that is, pushing the boundaries when it comes to these events. They're the ones that have the relationships that can do those big branded events, co-branded with the YouTubes or the Fortnites or whatever, or the really large, the big headline artist that is going to be that biggest draw. And certainly some of those companies are willing to take the risk, not only financially, but with some of the technology that we all may be super comfortable with because we're in it every day. But maybe their executives or maybe their audience are not as open to it. But it is definitely something that feels really exclusive, feels really in demand for certain clientele. And again, it'll trickle down to, I think, most of the events that we're all seeing on a daily basis.
Right.